Hello everybody, this is Mr. Johnson. I'm going to go ahead and get you guys started with the notes for the second target with probability models. In the TV game show Deal or No Deal, a contestant begins by choosing one of the 26 numbered cases shown on the game board over here to the right. Each case holds a different amount of money, ranging from a penny all the way up to $1 million. So the low amounts all the way up to the high amounts. The amounts are assigned to those cases at random before the show so that the host, which is Howie Mandel, and then the banker, who offers up a little bit of money after each round, they don't know where the money is. So they can't have any bias or try to persuade the contestants in any direction. You guys are going to be playing this game as a class. So go ahead and go to the website below. I would pull this up on the Promethean board. Just www.mysteinbach.ca Game Zone 245 Deal or No Deal. And you guys can play as a class. For this first game, you don't have to record any of the data. Okay, just get a feel for how it's going to work. Every single turn is going to be made by an individual student. So for example, start on one side of the room and the first student will get to pick the briefcase they would like to keep. Now that doesn't mean that the rest of the class can't chime in and give their opinion on which suitcase. That's kind of what makes the game fun. After that, you will move on to the next student and they will get a chance to choose the first suitcase. If you kind of look, the game progresses in different rounds. The very first round has 6 boxes. After you take away 6 boxes and eliminate those values of money, the banker will make you an offer. You can take that offer and make a deal, or you can refuse it and keep on going. Now the whole goal is to try to work your way down so that you are left with the $1 million box. If it gets closer and closer to the end of the show and the $1 million box is still there, the banker will offer you more and more money to try to incentivize you, give you an incentive to take his deal, which will probably be a little bit less money. Or maybe you chose the $1 million suitcase in the first option, the first round, the very first box that you chose. So go ahead and play, just a test round. You don't have to record anything, kind of get a feel for the game. After that, I would like you guys to discuss these following questions as a class. What are the chances that you would select that $1 million case with your very first pick beginning the game? Suppose you got lucky and you picked that $1 million case to begin with. You don't know what your case actually contains. So how likely do you think it is that you would keep turning down the banker's offer and leave the show with $1 million? Do you think you have the guts and the fortitude to keep withstanding higher and higher offers? And then the last question here. Think only about the order of the boxes that you chose, maybe in that first game. How many unique ways do you think that you could maybe pick those boxes out? For example, if you chose box 2 and then box 14, that would actually be a different and unique combination from choosing 14 first and then 2. So think about that there are 26 boxes total. Is that going to be a lot of options that if you switch them around and get a different order, or is that going to be a little bit of options? So just have a good discussion here with those 3 questions. And then I would like you to play a second time, and now you're going to record your data for each of the rounds. So the first person's going to pick out their box. You will not record it down here. Okay, you hold on to that box until the end of the game. Then once you start, you are eliminating boxes. This table, in the big section, you will put the amount of money that that box has. So if you draw one of the boxes and it has $25, you would write $25. That means there are 24 more boxes to go. In the next case, if you drew the case with $300,000, you'd put $300,000, and you have 23 boxes left. Keep going until you're done with that round. Write down the average value of the boxes left and the banker's offer. Then, once you guys decide as a class, you can circle deal or no deal. If you circle no deal, you'll move on to the next round, and then the next round, and then the next round until you get down here to the very end. You would only have one suitcase left at the end. Now, how do we find the average value of the boxes left? I have made a nifty little Excel sheet here that calculates it for you. For example, if I go ahead and just choose box number 1 to hold on to, that is the question mark box up here. have 25 more boxes left to choose from. So it says, please select 6 cases to be removed. Let's just go ahead and select 2. That is $50,000. We're going to go ahead and have the teacher put in $50,000. And then it's going to calculate, the average amount left is $140,350.67. You don't have to worry about that now until you get to the very end. So maybe I'll choose box number 3 and input that value, $10. Box number 4, input that value. That was $75. Those are both good boxes to get rid of. You want to get rid of low values and keep high values. So maybe I'll jump around and choose box 20. That's $300. You don't have to go in order. You can choose whichever ones, but remember, each student has to choose a different box. It's not one person playing the entire game. It's the class playing the game, but you get to offer your opinions. So that was $200,000. And then we'll choose one more and be done with the first round. $750. Now you can see the banker is going to offer me an option here. I could take it or I can leave it. I can make a deal or I could say no deal. He's offering me $16,000. So I could go ahead and I'm actually going to change this. These are from previous trials. The average boxes would be $166,699, but he's offering me $16,000. I can take it and go. So you can make a deal or you can not make a deal. Go ahead and play, and after you guys are done with that, you're free to work on other things, either for this class or for other classes. Thanks, guys, and I hope to see you soon.